before we begin, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's for free. Like I don't know why this is such a hard thing for you guys. Like I feel like I'm gonna need to like put like instructions like, okay, this is what you do. Like, subscribe. Like you know what I mean? Like it's so simple. It's so simple. So if you, I just want to take this moment for some of you guys to get the memo. So just hit that like and subscribe. But without further ado, let's not waste no time. Who I got with me? I got with me
Love Darwin, man.
Love Darwin.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah, man. Anytime, bro. Yeah, let's jump into it. Let's so tell people for the people who don't know who you are. Yeah, tell people who you are and all that good stuff.
That's facts. Yeah, man. I'm a recording artist from Edmonton.
Yeah.
I've been rapping since like 14 years old.
Shit.
I try to make all aspects of my life artistic, so I do some clothing as well. This actually what I'm wearing is one of the first shirts I ever made.
Oh shit.
I used to call myself Darwin Tops, so it's got like the Darwin Tops right there.
Darwin Tops. Okay.
Yeah, man. But yeah, no. 90% of what I do is music. So yeah.
The other 10% is like fashion.
Yeah, fashion. I had a podcast prior to COVID too.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna start that up again soon. So yeah, I really fuck with podcasts, so I'm happy to be here, man. Yeah.
Was it just something you used to do? You just stopped doing it, or just like?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super serious about music, so it takes up a lot of time.
Yeah. I get that. Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
And the focus wanted to go more towards like music and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
Let's see. What's this tattoo? I just noticed this tattoo just now.
This is the clothing brand, bro.
CLA, bro, that's crazy. This is the first time that I've never I've heard people like have clothing brands and stuff, but to have it like tatted on your arm is like crazy. Yeah, like I've really never seen that before.
That's sick, bro. Yeah, I just got it done by my boy.
Oh, it's blocking me? Oh, okay.
Oh, you lost a little fuzzy piece.
Oh, okay. Little malfunction, guys. Yeah. All right, we should begin now. Where were we?
Oh yeah,
the tattoo. Yeah, dude, that's actually kind of crazy, bro. Like,
appreciate it, bro.
Like that's how you know this guy's serious. Like, yeah. I've never seen like that's like so unheard of. Like, so when you first started your clothing brand, did you get it tatted like the day like, yo, I'm gonna?
Nah, bro, I got this so I started CLA. I mean, I've been making clothes for years now.
Yeah.
But I started calling it CLA probably like 2 years ago. And I just got this tatted at my album release show. I had my boy come through and do tattoos. And I actually didn't get it done that night, but I got it like the day after. Yeah, so about a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. So what is CLA? What does that stand for?
Courage, Love, and Ambition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you've had this brand for like how long now? Like,
yeah, about 2 years now.
2 years now? Yeah. What made you want to start the brand?
I just fuck with fashion.
Okay.
I like looking for ways to make money too. So music makes money further along down the line, you know, but with a clothing brand you can make money pretty quick.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for ways to get in the bag and also be artistic, you know.
Yeah. Courage, love, ambition. So like, is there like a meaning to the brand and stuff? And like,
yeah, so courage, love, ambition. I've got like on my website I have like what it stands for. I don't know word for word. I haven't read it in a minute, but it's like courage to step into the unknown, love for everyone around you, for yourself too, and ambition to like actually once you're in the unknown, keep moving forward, you know?
Yeah. Okay, that's dope, man.
Thank you, bro.
That's crazy. Yo, it just trips me out. Like this guy literally has it. Like it's usually like I've really never seen like a clothing brand person like literally tattoo like there's stuff on, like that's how you know it's like because like tattoos are like somewhere it's like has meaning to it and it's something that's like when you get older it's on you for a kind of life. Exactly. So like to see that it's like yo this guy's serious like
bro,
you know what I mean? It's like bro I rep this shit. Yeah. I mess with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I want to switch gears a little bit. Let's jump into the music side of stuff. So what made you start into like rapping and music and all that? Like,
it was interesting. I mean, I guess it's kind of like a cliche answer, but really, I was just young. I had never thought of making music in my life. Yeah. I always liked music, but it was just something I would listen to in my pastime and shit, right? And then like as I got older, I started like searching for music myself. You know, like figuring out what I liked and enjoyed. I got into rap music, probably like 50 Cent, Eminem. I started out on guys like that. You know, like Lil Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was just listening to it one day, and it was just hitting me different. I was like, I never felt that way about something, or it was like I'm just listening to this dude who made music, but it's like I'm feeling the type of way about it.
Yeah, yeah.
And just it popped into my head. I was like, I should just try to write a song, you know? And
How old were you when you decided?
14.
14?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay.
grade 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grade 8. Okay.
And yeah, and I loved it. So I kept doing it. And it's just every day I do it more, you know?
Damn, that's great.
Yeah.
That's so. Did you start releasing it like out in the open when you were in the 8th grade, or was it kind of you kept it to yourself for a
I
bit?
started releasing it pretty quick.
Oh shit! So you had that
Um,
confidence to just put it out there.
Yeah,
'Cause
man, it was
yeah.
intriguing how quickly I decided it would be my career.
Mm.
Within probably like a month, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do this my whole life. Like, so yeah, I've come a long way. I mean, I've released multiple albums through my life, like countless singles and shit, you know. But the old stuff, is you can't find that anywhere now.
Oh shit!
It was
Like,
just
it's not SoundCloud.
nah, bro. I
No?
made sure you can't find it. I mean, like I
Nah.
have it, so
Oh,
if people
okay.
really want to hear it, they can hear it. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
nah, because I didn't have anyone teach me. I didn't know anybody in the industry in the city or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, and I was young, right? I was 14 years old. So like,
Mm-hmm.
it's cringy for me to listen to. I hate it. I won't even play that shit anymore.
Actually,
Yo,
what if you like
bro.
were to go back and like tweak some stuff? Like,
Nah, you can't, bro. You can't.
you can't fix it.
Nah, hell no.
Really?
Nah.
Like, what if we take the old voice and we get like some like high level like you know what I mean producers, you know, then we
I
can
would be interested to hear that, you know?
you know recreate some of it.
Yeah, I'd be interested. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've always had talent, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's some hard bars for sure.
Yeah.
But nah, it's not where it needs.
Or what if you what you could do is like you could like I don't know if you would ever do this, but like one day you like you look at the old songs and then you like re-record it now with like better like
I've thought of
beats and
that
stuff
too.
like that.
I don't think I would do that just because like even the lyrics to the songs, like everything I do as a musician progresses with time, right?
Yeah, it's a bit outdated.
Exactly, it's
Yeah.
outdated. However, I might listen back and really fuck with some of the bars and then bring them back, like maybe a line or two here and there.
Yeah.
I might do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So going back to like, so you were like 14. That's crazy because like when you're like 14, like at that age, it's like you're more like you care more about what people think, and it's like to be releasing music like that, like at a young age, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. I've always had a lot of belief in myself. Like I never doubted the shit I was doing. Looking back, some of the shit I did was whack. But I never really cared, right? Like, I was just doing my thing. And the way I see it is I try not to. It's nice to look at people who are successful and learn from them.
Yeah.
But I try to really pave my own path, and I've realized sometimes I've got to do the wrong thing for not that it's wrong, but like I got to do something that's less than ideal.
Okay.
To pave the path for like when I actually get on the right track, you know. Like for example, like clothing for me is a perfect example. I used to have like the craziest style, bro. Like early high school, I'd pull up like tie-dye socks.
Okay, yeah.
Camouflage pants, tie-dye shirt, big oversized plaid flannel, bro, and like a Rastafarian like red, yellow, green toque or some shit. Like
some 6ix9ine shit.
Bro, like just the wacky shit. But now I can dress, right?
Yeah.
I had to go through that to get to where I am. So
now like I can see like you got the Jordans and stuff.
Yeah, bro, we're killing it now.
He's killing it now. He's iced up and shit.
Exactly. We're good.
That's crazy. So did you ever like wearing all that stuff? Like, did you ever get? I mean, it's kind of like stood out definitely with the tie-dye and shit. Did you ever get like, be like, yo, what's wrong with this guy? Like,
yeah, people always try to come for me, bro. But I'm not someone who ever like. I don't take when people fuck with me. That if you want to fight, we're gonna fight, bro.
Yeah, it was one of those things.
I don't. Nobody's ever bullied me and gotten away with it. So maybe people try, but
you were like confident with yourself and stuff.
And I was always a nice guy, right? So I was different, but people fucked me just because I can talk to them and we can have a conversation. I wasn't weird or anything.
Yeah.
But nah. Some people throw shots, man. I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
What high school were you at?
Strathcona.
Okay.
Yeah, Southside.
Yeah, I'm going to picture because I know the kind of kids that go there, they're more like I feel like they're more like reserved type people.
Yeah. I would say probably.
Yeah, and then to see
I
some
would
guy
do
with
some
tie-dye shit and stuff.
I definitely wasn't looking like everybody else.
Yeah.
That's for sure, bro. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So at that, so basically, so at this time, like high school time, so you were like, you were making music since 8th grade, and you were still making music throughout high school and
Yeah, I
stuff.
never stopped. Yeah,
Oh
I've been
shit.
doing it. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
man. High school was dope because there's so many people around you all the time
Hmm.
for you to give your music to. So I was like straight up.
Yeah.
I had like physical copies of my CDs. I would just walk down the hallway giving out shit. So like I had a decent following in high school just because of that.
Yeah.
I kind of miss that being around so many different people. It's just so easy to be like, yo, go listen to this track, right?
Yeah. When you're in high school, like if you're like an artist in high school, it's actually really easy because like you're with people all the time, and you can kind of spread. Even if you're like, I would even say, even if you're like a university student too, like it's easy to like get your music out there because you know people, and you can be like, yo, listen to my shit.
Yeah, and people talk, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a friend, right? So it's like, yo, this guy just gave me a CD, you know? Yeah, for sure.
And so the clothing brand stuff came like
I've been making clothes probably since I was 15 or 16 too.
shit.
But the like
you were doing both of these growing up.
simultaneously, yeah. But I only made like the CLA an official brand like website, like it's a registered business, you know. I only did that 2021, I think. So 2 years ago or so.
Okay, so
Yeah.
pretty recent and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. So you've been doing this shit, eh?
Yeah, bro. I'm like an OG in this shit for real.
So like, when would you say was like you were like serious?
I was always serious. Like even if you ask me,
I mean, not like serious, but when did like, how do I say it? Like you like really like established yourself and saw like traction and like.
Exactly. Like I think I know what you're saying. Like I was always serious about it, but I didn't understand what it would take to make it like a
Yeah,
career,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I would say 2020, yeah, 2020 or 2019. I really realized like, okay, this is how much work I have to put in. This is like how I have to plan my life. These are the sacrifices I have to make. You know, before that, I was serious about it, and if you ask me, I'd be like, yeah, this is gonna be my career. But I wasn't taking the proper action to make it a career.
Okay.
So I would say, yeah, for about 3-4 years, I've been doing the right shit.
So like you were always serious, but it's just you didn't know how to like, how do I say, like you didn't know how to the strategies and the things to like make it like successful. And
Yeah,
all
I don't think I had put the blueprint together.
Yeah. So would you say that like COVID gave you that opportunity, like being alone, to like figure that out? Like, was it COVID that gave you that opportunity? Did you just like be like, shit, like I gotta figure this thing out if I want to make it? Like, was it something like that, or did COVID play a role in?
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I haven't thought of it that way. I think definitely during COVID is when the transition happened. It would have happened regardless of COVID for sure. Like I would have figured shit out. But I would say yeah, I probably played a role in it because I have more time on my hands.
Yeah.
And so you know, when you don't have shit to do, you have to like formulate everything that you're doing the right way, and so I just realized like, okay, yeah, at this time I got to be doing this, I got to make these plans in the future and then execute them, you know. So yeah, I would say COVID it played a role for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always like, I've asked some people who've been on the podcast this kind of same question, like, well, COVID, like, did it shape how they think about things? I feel like yeah, COVID was definitely like one of those things where it was like, I actually am kind of grateful for it. Like it gave me time to like. That you had as an artist, like throughout your whole journey?
Damn, bro, definitely, man. Where do I begin? Okay, so struggles, yeah, I would say there's been numerous. The biggest one for me is like I love this shit so much. Like this is really my entire life, you know. Like I can't picture my life going any other way. So when you're grinding for something and you haven't achieved the success that you want to achieve yet, it's stressful. you know. So I spend every day like I go to sleep thinking like, fuck, how can I do better? You know,
Yeah.
I should have worked hard, even if I worked super hard that day. You know, so I would say there's a lot of stress to it because I care about it. So that's something I constantly battle with. I think, I mean, it's a tough game to play, right? Like you got to figure out all the key roles. You know, there's networking.
Yeah.
So like me, I'm someone who like I fuck with people, but if it was my choice, I wouldn't be going out every weekend and talking to like meeting new people.
You're introverted.
I would just exactly. So
Okay.
so that's something I have to change, you know,
Yeah.
because that's part of the game, right? Like nobody's gonna listen to your music if nobody knows who you are, right?
Yeah.
So I have to get out there. So that's a struggle. However, it's all a blessing in disguise, right? Like when I have to go out of my comfort zone, I grow every time I do it. So I like to take whatever hardship I go through. There's always a lesson to learn, right? But yeah, man, I think there's also like there's pressure from family and friends, like, oh, this guy's trying to be a musician, you know?
Yeah.
It's like there's always like people give you the side eye, right? They'll never say it to your face, like,
But
oh,
the
this
guy
motherfucker's
like,
an idiot.
yeah.
But they're some of them are thinking,
Yeah.
and so that sucks sometimes. But I've never really cared because I believe that I can do it, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah. Also, like in my life, I've suffered from like depression and shit pretty
Oh
bad.
shit. Okay.
So I would say that. I mean, that wasn't really related to music, but along the journey, that
It
definitely
messed with your
yeah, exactly. Definitely something I had to overcome. So yeah, all of the above, man. I would
Damn,
say.
it's crazy. This guy had a whole like
Yeah.
had a whole arc going, man. And I feel like yeah, like especially like for rappers, and I noticed it too. Like throughout high school and even now, like there's kind of a stigma around like, for example, like just what I've noticed, and I don't know if it's like this around the world or like because in Edmonton at least in my city I live in, like I noticed like people be like, yeah, I'm trying to be a rapper, and then you'll see people be like, what's that, trying to be a rapper? Like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, oh, he wants to be a rapper?
Exactly.
Like, it's kind of this stigma of like it's like when you tell someone you want to be a rapper, it almost sounds like cringe.
100%.
Like people will think it's cringe because I don't know what it is. Like I feel like there's like a culture around it being
Exactly, bro.
like I don't know. I don't even know how to really explain it. Like you know what I mean? Like
I know exactly what you mean, man.
like people don't take you serious as soon as you say, yeah, I'm a rapper.
Bro, back in the day, this will sum up what you're saying perfectly. Back in the day, I had this girl that I was talking to.
Yeah.
And she was fucking with me.
Yeah.
She was into me for sure. And she's like, so what do you do? I was like, I'm a rapper. And she said goodbye.
Yeah.
And see, this is the thing, bro, and I think the reason that happens
Yeah.
is because so many people are trying to be a rapper, and a lot of them are doing it for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
They're doing it because it's what's cool.
Yeah.
They're doing it because they want to get girls, they want to get money. You know, I'm like, all that shit's dope, but like, you gotta be it's about the music first, you know?
Yeah.
Like the cringy thing is if you're a rapper and your music's trash. Like that's cringy to me. And unfortunately, there's a lot of that because people are rapping for the wrong reasons. And so I think then like there's so much of that, it can drown out the legitimate guys who actually care about it, right?
And then it kind of like creates that stigma and they think, oh, like this cringy ass guy. Yeah. So I'm gonna lump everyone who wants to be a rapper into this group of cringy ass guys.
It happens, bro. It happens. But music speaks for itself. Man.
Yeah.
Music speaks for itself. So if your music's fire, like you'll break through that eventually.
I like what you said there, bro. Like, cause that's something that I've definitely thought about. Like, a lot of people do this shit for like the wrong reasons. Like,
sure.
I feel like I think I would say 2018. Yeah, 2018, 2017, up until now, there's been like a trend of people be like, I want to be a rapper, I want to be a rapper, I want to be a rapper. And everybody's like, I want to be a rapper and stuff. Really? And then it's like, and then you really dig deep into it. It's like, okay, like, you know, there's other options out there. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be like, if you like music and stuff, go ahead, do you. But like, I feel like there's a lot of people who like just do shit for like clout, like money and shit. And it's like you got to really find like, okay, what do you actually like want to do? Exactly, like, man. Perfect example. There's a story. There's one guy I know, and I think at one point he wanted to be a rapper, and then like I bumped into him years later, and I remember he was saying like he wanted to be a rapper and stuff, and then now he's actually got like a proper job and stuff, and he's like making money and stuff now, and I'm like, oh shit, like, and in the back of my head I'm like, you know what? I'm actually proud of this guy because like he actually like is doing something now that it looks like he's actually into, and because like when he was talking about his job and stuff, like he was talking like real like super like because he was going into the IT field and stuff,
Okay.
and he used to sound like super like knowledgeable about like computers and shit. I'm like, okay, this is good. Like he actually found his like passion instead of like because I could tell when he said he wanted to be a rapper, he was kind of doing it out of
It was the
like
wrong reason.
out of the wrong reasons. Yeah,
You can always tell, bro. It's not hard to tell. People are, even whether they're conscious of it or not, people pick up on what's genuine and what's not.
yeah,
If it's cap, bro. If you're capping, everybody can tell.
yeah.
Everybody can tell. Man.
Oh yeah.
The crazy thing is, even though people can tell, it doesn't mean you won't get popping. Like some motherfuckers get famous off of capping,
Of
bro,
cap, yeah.
which is crazy. But like, if you want to do that, I mean, do you? You know, I can't hate on people, but it's not my vibe. That's for sure.
Like Lil Tecca, he does the rap cap.
Yeah,
yeah. But I still like Lil Tecca though. I just have a couple songs on the playlist, but you know.
At least he admits it, bro.
Yeah.
If I respect it, if somebody asks you and you're like, yeah, man, I'm just doing this shit for clout.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I'm just doing this for money. I can't knock you for trying to get some money.
Yeah.
I can't. But if I ask you and you're clearly capping and you're like, oh no, I'm really about it, that shit's whack. Because now you're just lying to me.
Yeah.
So yeah. There's both, man. But the other thing is like people seem to think that rap is an easy way to get money or some shit. It's like it's really not. There's way easier ways to make money, dog. Like so anybody who's getting into rap for money, that's a bad idea for sure.
Yeah,
like, you can make a lot of money, but most likely it'll take you more time than it would if you just like got your real estate license or something.
Yeah.
And just started flipping houses, like
and then doing the rap stuff on the side and
exactly.
stuff. And like I feel like that's the thing. That's the thing too. I think with rap and music, I think it's something where it's like you gotta have until the rap stuff and stuff starts taking off and making money. You kind of gotta have some side. No, that's what I'm trying to say. Like you gotta have like a solid like way of making money or like you know what I mean. You can't just be a rapper. Like look at Jason Derulo. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Jason Derulo, he's an artist, but he also makes. He has a business. I can't remember what his business is, but he does like. And it was something like it's like a. I can't remember what it is. He owns like a company that does like I want to say it's like a trades company, but he makes money. Like it's like an established, like he provides some kind of service. Like I think it's like a cleaning business or something, but nobody knows that, right? Like I think you can't just be a rapper and expect, oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire just because I'm a rapper. You gotta have other shit going.
All the dudes with a ton of money, they're diversified. For sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like for example, like for you, like you're doing the clothing stuff and the rap stuff. You know what I mean? Like it balances out because like you said earlier, you make money quicker off the clothing, and you know the rap stuff. You eventually you'll make money like later on down the road.
Yeah, I rap because I love to rap. You know, if I was just trying to make money, I wouldn't be doing this shit.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, man. Yeah. To each his own. You know?
Yeah. Teach their own. Oh God. I feel like, but if we're being real about it too, I feel like there's like how do I say like a little bit of like I feel like. Yeah, like you shouldn't do it just for money, but there's a little part of you that wants to. Obviously, you want to get paid off it, like you know what I mean. But I feel like there has to be the passion in it too. It can't be just money. It has to be like both. Like
there's nothing wrong with wanting money. Don't get me wrong, bro. I'm trying to get rich off this shit.
Yeah.
But like, I started doing. That's a benefit. Of me doing what I genuinely love to do. You know? Yeah.
100p. Let's see. Another question I have for you too is I want to get into more like the creative aspect of your music stuff. So when you come up with music, is it like stuff you like experience in your own life, or is it like how do you come up with music? Is it like life experiences? Is there a message behind the music you make, or is it just whatever you're feeling, you just make music about?
There's definitely not a linear process for me. It could be so many things, bro. Like it's all genuine. Like I like to make hype music. I like to flex too. Like I think that's an important part of rap music actually. But like even that is still genuine, you know, because it brings a vibe. Like it hypes people up, you know. It's like almost empowering, you know. And so even if I'm like making a more trap style song, to me that's still genuine. But yeah, bro, it could be It could be an experience in my life that I have to rap about. It could be just the way I'm feeling. It could be something from somebody else's life that I care about. It also like I started out like bars, you know, like really rapping like lyricism. And so sometimes when I make a song, I'm just trying to put together words in the most unique way I can. It's almost like a puzzle for me. So in songs like that, it's less about what I'm saying and more about how I'm saying
How
it.
you saying it? Yeah.
So could be anything, bro. I could be talking about a girl. Lately, I've been talking about. Lately, my muse has been women, like my girls that I have.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it switches. It's one thing for me is like I've practiced this shit so much. It comes when I need it to. So I don't need to be
Okay.
inspired by something. I can make a song.
You just make a song right through
20
it.
minutes anytime you ask me, I'll make a fire song. But like, so it just comes to me. It's like soccer, for example. I like soccer and I got good at soccer by practicing it a ton. And now it's second nature. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to be inspired to go play soccer. When you put a ball at my feet, I know what to do. So it's kind of the same shit for me.
Interesting. Okay. So like yeah, because you've been doing this for like you're like 23, I'm assuming.
23, yeah. So I've been doing it 9 years. Bro.
9 years. So yeah, at that point it rolls off the tongue at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
100p. Also, just like, do you make your own beats, or you have a producer do this for you?
Yeah, I do make beats, but I've never done it enough to where I've used one of mine in one of my songs.
Okay.
Just because I put so much time into like the lyric side of things. If I were to use one of my beats at the skill level I'm at now, it wouldn't be good enough for how good my mix and my vocals are. So I would like to get more into producing, but right now I mainly do the vocals, and then I work with producers from the city.
Okay.
I also just find guys on social media or whatever and buy beats from them if I like them.
Okay.
Beats come from I have one homie, so I'm part of a label called Dienasty Records.
We did the
ego. We did the ego shit as a group. I don't know if you saw it, but one of my boys on there
is it connected with Ego, or is it totally?
No, we're not connected with Ego. We were just part of the magazine.
Okay.
But yeah, one of the boys in Dienasty, my boy Skirt, he's a producer, so I get a decent amount of beats from him too.
Okay. Yeah. How long has Dienasty Records been around for?
It's interesting. Dienasty Records officially has probably been around since 2020 or 2021.
Oh shit! Okay.
So essentially, how this shit started. I was 14. It's actually a cool story. I just decided I would start rapping.
Okay.
Very shortly after, I met my girlfriend's boyfriend. She's 3 years older than me.
Wait, you met your girlfriend's boyfriend? You met your girlfriend's boyfriend? I was like, no, you steal someone's girl?
Thank God you called me on that, bro. Nah. Yo, that's also fucked up. I called her my girlfriend because I meant to say sister, bro.
Oh, okay.
Which that's a tweak. But,
you met your girlfriend's.
I met my sister's boyfriend.
Sister's. Okay. That was okay.
That's funny as fuck, bro. I met my sister's boyfriend.
Okay.
And I told him I was gonna start rapping, and he's like, "Fuck, I'll rap with you."
Okay.
So we started rapping together, and then he introduced me to his friend. And we formed a group. And at that point, I was calling myself Chills as an artist.
Chills. Okay.
So we started Chills Life, which was just our group name. Later, we brought our boy Skirt in a couple of years down the road, and we brought our boy Good Soul in, who was at the time called Trendy. And then we formed Dienasty after that. So that's how that
slowly the group was just formed.
It formed as we went, man. It all happened naturally.
So now you guys are 5 guys deep, is it?
One dude stopped, so we're 4 deep now.
4 deep, okay.
My sister's boyfriend, who I started rapping with, he doesn't do it anymore. But yeah, we're 4 deep right now.
4 deep in, okay.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. So like, how did you guys come up with the name Dienasty Records?
I came up with the name.
Okay.
We were Chill's Life, and we just decided it didn't fit. It was an old name. We're like, fuck, we gotta switch it. So we were just thinking of a name, and I was trying to think of like what's an epic kind of word to sum up what we're doing, and I thought of like dynasty, which is like a kingdom. Almost.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, how can I make a play off this? And so I just switched it to like die nasty, because it's dope to say like we want to die nasty, like we're gonna die lit,
Yeah.
and then you put them together, and people they get the reference to like the kingdom of like a
A
dynasty.
dynasty.
So
Yeah,
that's how
okay.
that came about. Yeah.
That's sick. That's sick.
I got a logo. I got a circle logo for that as well that I made. I'm gonna get it tatted on this.
Shit. That's how you know this guy's serious. He's getting this shit tatted on him. He's like, yo, I'm ripping CLA Dynasty. Yeah, you know, like.
Yeah, man, for sure. My boy's already got a tattooed on his arm.
Say word. That's crazy, man. Yeah. Damn. This is, I heard it hurts, man. Get a tattoo and shit. Like,
bro. So here's the thing. I think this was a great spot to get. This is my first tattoo. My first tattoo actually. And it hurt, but not that bad.
Yeah.
Like there was times I was just talking to my boy who was doing it, and I didn't even remember I was being tattooed. I was just chilling. But then I imagine that pain on like my Adam's apple or something, bro, or like my ankle bone, and I was like, yo, that would be fucked up. Like I want tattoos on my leg and shit. I don't know if I would want to do that just because of how bad I think it would hurt.
Yeah,
it's like a needle repetitively hitting your fucking bone, bro. Like so yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. The fleshy parts of your skin, it doesn't hurt that bad.
Shit, man. I don't know. I feel like me personally, I don't know if I would ever get a tattoo. I don't know. I don't think there's anything that I'm like, how do I say it? Like, I'm the type of person where I'm like, yo, if I tattoo something on myself and I'm like an old man, I'm like, why do I do this shit? You know what I mean? Like, I just want to make sure I'm sure.
I feel you. You gotta be sure. Yeah, you gotta be sure for sure. That's what I think about is like, hey, if I'm 60 and I'm looking back, am I still gonna fuck with this?
Yeah.
And like with this, you can't go wrong. Like I created it. It stands for courage, love, and
ambition.
Like, that's
you can't go wrong with that.
That's never gonna be a whack thing to stand for.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I could have gone either way. I like the idea of having pieces of art on my body, and then they all come together to make like one big piece.
One
of art,
big piece of art,
yeah.
Speaking of names and stuff like that, so how did you come up with? Did I ask you that already? How you come up with Love Darwin?
No, you didn't. Yeah. So I've been through a few names. The first one was Chills.
Okay.
I don't even remember why I came up with that. I probably just thought it sounded dope.
Yeah, were you cold or something? Like you're Chills.
Then I was Darwin T.
Darwin T. Okay.
And I don't know why the T. I think again it sounded dope, and I think I picked Darwin because of evolution. That's what it means to me now.
Yeah. That's actually the first thing that came into my mind when you told me the name. And I asked you for the thumbnails, Darwin, right? And I was like, oh, like Darwin. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went from Darwin T to Darwin Tops.
Yeah.
Tops I just thought sounded better than T.
Yeah.
And then Love Darwin I switched actually semi recently, a couple months ago, at the, like the start of 2023. And it's just because like that's two philosophies that I try to lead my life with. Like the Darwin is the evolution, which is just growth. Like always make sure you're evolving your life, you're evolving yourself, you know. And then the love is just try to ground yourself with love, you know, for yourself and for people around you as best you can. Right.
I like that. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like I just merged the two philosophies. And the other dope thing is Love Darwin. It almost sounds like I'm like signing a note. Like when I release a project, it's like Love Darwin. Like almost like from Darwin, but Darwin.
That also came to my head too when I saw it. I was like, it sounds like I love this person and the evolution. So yeah, you're doing something right because those two ideas, like they came to my mind like subconsciously. Like I didn't like know it like as soon as I saw it, but like those two kind of concepts were in my head. Yeah,
man. I'm glad, bro. It was definitely a good move to switch the name.
Yeah.
Because I really upped my game with like the quality of my music. I've always been a good rapper, but like the vocal engineering and shit, I got a lot better recently, and so it was nice to switch to a new name and have almost like a fresh start.
A fresh start, like kind of like that evolving kind of vibe to
part of the evolution.
Oh God, man! So when did you? Because when you first started, you talked about how it was like it's kind of mediocre when you were like 14 and stuff, and then as you got older, like when did you start like? Because I assume now you probably like have an engineer and stuff.
Yeah, I mix my own vocals right now.
Oh, okay.
I've again semi-recently gotten pretty good at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have my boy Taylor.
So Taylor does engineering for you too.
He masters my tracks. So I do the mix and he masters. And then for production, I tweak the beats so that my vocals sit in them properly. But I don't produce at least any of the tracks that I've released.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I was just about to ask, when did you? I guess during that COVID phase is when you started like we started realizing, like, okay, I need like an engineer. I need to start like
Yeah, I mean,
making
there's
the
a few
mix
ways you
better.
can go about it, right? Like, it's either money or time. So you
Yeah.
can take more time and then get really good at the stuff that you need done for you and do it yourself, or you can get some money and put it and have somebody else who's a professional already do it for you. So I kind of do a bit of both. I like engineering my own vocals because I'm the only one who knows exactly how I want them to sound.
Yeah.
And so I've gotten good enough that I can get them to sound that way,
Right.
and nobody else will be able to get them exactly how I want them. That's just,
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say nobody. I'm sure there's someone out there who I can like talk my vision to them, and they can execute.
But then the only you know your vision.
Exactly, and so yeah, I do that myself. But then Taylor comes in and he like brings it up to volume, and he makes sure all like the little things all fit together, you know. So he's been a great person to work with recently. Yeah.
Shout out Taylor. You just thought we had a
Taylor's
podcast. I think we did 2 days ago. I'm already losing track. Yeah, or was it yesterday? Shit, I don't even remember, bro. Oh god. But yeah, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. I want to jump into more like your clothing brand stuff. It's kind of similar question to like the creative process. Like, so for example, actually, let's start with like, so do you guys make just t-shirts or is it like track pants? Like, what is the layout? Like, what kind of stuff you guys are making?
So far I've released one season of CLA,
Okay.
and I had toques, I had like windbreakers, I had hoodies, and I had t-shirts.
Okay.
I've done pants before, like one of a kind pants. Yeah, so I'll really do whatever. It's the clothing brand because it's not my main business. I really just do what I want when I want.
You have another business aside from the.
Well, no, just like music as like.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so no, it's not just t-shirts, but I really I like designing shit.
Yeah.
I like screwing around in like Adobe Illustrator until I find something that like I look at it, I'm like, hey, that looks really fire, and then I just put it on clothes because I think of it as like wearing, like you have a picture on the wall. I put a picture on my clothes and I wear that picture. You know, I just think that that's cool. Yeah. So I'll do whatever, really, whatever. I kind of go in phases. There's phases where I'll just be at the computer every night, just like creating digital images, creating logos, and whatever comes up, that's what I'll put out.
Okay. Well, I'm curious about the pants though. Are they like, what kind of pants are they? They're like
pants. What I did for the pants is I got like black jeans.
Okay.
And I did like this cool style of acid wash where it was bleach mixed with water at a certain ratio that I found.
Okay.
And then I layered it so like it overlaps itself and it creates this unique pattern. Like the jeans get whiter in one part, and then I'll layer it again with more bleach, and the part that crosses over the part that was already bleached gets whiter. And so there's like this kind of patchwork of like different shades of like a bluey black.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Those. Yeah, I don't know exactly what made me do that, but that's what I did for the pants. And then interestingly enough, depending on the pants, when you bleach them, they'll give a different color. So like I have one pair of black jeans, when I bleach it turned kind of blue. I have another pair when I bleach it turned orange. And so I was kind of playing with that, and you just get some dope designs that way. Yeah.
Interesting. So you're like, damn. I can tell that you're really like a creative person. Like you kind of like to like an artsy kind of like, flamboyant, like
I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, whatever.
I'm experimenting with my clothes, and then we'll throw this on, kind of like.
Yeah, I like. There's like this point I reach with stuff that where I feel satisfied.
Yeah.
Like if I'm looking at my clothes, I'll screw around with them until I look at them. I'm like, hey, that satisfies like whatever's inside me, whatever urge there is to create something. And it's the same way with music. I'll just record a track. Sometimes I'll record like 40, 50 vocal takes, and I'll just listen to them on repeat and like take a line here, chop them all up until I hear it. I'm like, hey, that's the one,
Yeah.
And like, there's a lot of different avenues in life that satisfy me that way. Like clothes is one of them. Music's obviously one of them. Conversation is another one, which is why I want to get back into the podcast, because like I feel like a perfectly executed conversation is so satisfying.
Yeah.
And so it's just chasing that satisfaction.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely fun doing like podcasts and stuff.
It's dope.
You could probably start back up again too. Like I guess once I don't know what your kind of plans are, but like I guess once your music and stuff like takes off and stuff, you could always be like, hey, I also you do podcast once a month or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Streamline the process, and then I'll start it pretty soon. I think I've got plans in the works.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Bad,
I have to
bad.
do it reverse, bro.
Well, I am so down for that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I've done like podcasts and stuff. Now it's like, bro, it'd be lit to be on our podcast. You know what I mean? Because then it's like the reverse. So I was just like, yo,
Exactly.
yeah. If there's any podcasts out there, man, I would be down, bro. I'd be down to do. I'd be down to do an episode. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Do the reversal and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But back to the clothing, though. I'm still kind of curious. So like, so yeah, we talked about like the creative process and how like you kind of yeah, it's kind of like what kind of satisfies you and all that stuff like that. What was I gonna ask? I was gonna ask something about the clothing. Um, yeah, is it just you who does the clothing, or is it like a group of people?
Nah, yeah, clothes are just me.
It's
Yeah.
just you. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. So like, okay, yeah, I think that was all I had to ask about the clothing stuff. I feel like there was another question I was gonna ask about clothing.
I'll come to you.
Yeah, shit. I was like losing my train of thought here.
Nah, you chilling.
Yeah. For now, I guess we'll just move on to. Yeah, I remember when you first hit me up. You said you were working on a project or something like that. Like you were doing you released an album or something like that.
Oh
Going
yeah,
on?
yeah, I remember. Yeah, I did release an album in fuck, what was it? June, June 23rd, I believe. I released my album. It was the first album as Love Darwin. But I think when I hit you up, I had just dropped my last single.
Yeah.
Which I dropped July 29th. So pretty recently, like a couple of weeks ago. And so I'm kind of like, I hit you up just because I'm trying to like, you know, keep in the space of people seeing my face so they go and listen to that.
Right.
Yeah.
Go stream. What is it with the
Holiday, bro.
Holiday? Go stream Holiday. You already know what's up.
That's facts. Yeah, I'm about to drop another single soon. I'm just gonna, now that I did the album, I'm gonna come with a ton of singles just back to back.
Is that like have you had concerts yet?
Oh yeah. I mean, in my career, I've probably performed like 40 times. Me and the boys before COVID, we threw some crazy shows in the city. We would do once a month. We bring like a couple hundred people out every time. It was lit, bro. And now we've actually, it's funny enough, bro, we didn't plan it, but my boy, who did the first one? My boy Gabe, who's part of the group, part of Dienasty Records, he did his album release through a show. It was crazy. Shut down the venue. The next month, my boy Good Soul, who's also part of Dienasty Records, he threw a release party, shut the shit down. And then the next month, I did my album release and just shut it down again. And then, since then, I just performed last week. I got a show later this month, too. And then I got my own headline show September again. So I'm always performing. Yeah.
Damn. Do you ever get like nervous to perform in front of people?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, nervous for... Yeah, I think what makes me nervous is, one, just because I care about it so much. If I fuck something up, it hits hard.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, like, the music I make, even if it's like a lit song or if it's a meaningful song, it doesn't matter. It's all meaningful to me. And so that's like me on stage, like kind of giving people my heart, you know?
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want with it. They can trash that shit, tear it apart.
Yeah.
And so even if that happened, I wouldn't let it get to me. But I think it's just nerve-wracking sharing with people who you don't know something you care so much about. Yeah. So yeah, I get a bit nervous, but I get less nervous the more I do it. And I like it too. I have a good ability to like turn it on as soon as I'm on stage. So even if I'm like tired, I don't want to be there, some shit, as soon as I'm on stage, I'm like,
it's on. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, like that's an interesting take though. Like, because like usually a lot of people like when they're nervous to perform on stage and stuff, it's usually like stuff like, oh, like at least for me, it's like you see people like, oh, they're just staring at me, like just the eyes beaming you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like for a lot of people, it's like just the fact that there's people watching you.
Yeah, and now I feel that. I think definitely at the beginning that was more of it too. But now I've done it enough. I'm kind of used to that. And also, like, I think performing is one of the best feelings I've ever had because you create something that you love, you perform it for people you don't know, and then they like cheer for you. That's the craziest shit, bro. That's a great feeling.
Uh,
And so I've been met with hate by people, but like at my shows, it's always been love.
It's always been love. Yeah.
Funny enough, actually, there's my first club show I ever did. This was weird, bro. I still don't understand it. A dude, while I was rapping into the mic, a dude jumps up on stage right in front of me, and I didn't know what to expect. I was.
Oh, he jumped up on
He
stage.
jumped up on stage right in front of me. He's standing right in front of me. I didn't say anything. I was busy rapping, so I kind of like walked past him and I kept doing my thing. I thought he was gonna start dancing or something. Bro, he winds up, punches me in the face
What?
as hard as he can, bro.
Wait, what?
Yeah, bro. I don't even know. I still don't know who the guy was. I have no idea. And then he turns around. So I didn't fall over, but I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
And then when I like kind of got my bearings, he had already turned around and sprinted off the stage. Security got him. But yeah, so I was met with hate at that moment, you know.
Yeah, shit.
But other than that, bro.
Was he masked up or like? Is he wearing a mask?
Nah, bro. Nah, he was just some random dude.
Like, I was like, why?
I don't know. I have no idea. It was the weirdest thing. Yeah, I jumped off stage after him, chased him. Obviously, I mean, you can't just punch me in the face.
Yeah.
My boy caught me though, and then security caught the guy.
Yeah.
And so I went back on stage. I just kept doing the song.
The show.
And yeah, man, it was weird. It was really weird.
What year was this?
This was 2018, probably. So way back.
I'm just like, what possesses someone to just jump on the stage and be like, yo, I'm just gonna like.
It doesn't make any sense. I had never talked to the guy. I don't think I'd ever even seen him before. Yeah, just some random.
When the security caught him, did you end up like catching up with him? I don't know, like.
I caught him and like hit him once from behind.
Okay.
As my buddy grabbed me because he's like, "You gotta perform, bro. You can't be doing this."
Yeah.
And then security took him, and my buddy who was throwing the show, he said security kind of like fucked him up a little bit for me.
Yeah.
So that's good. At least he got something.
You got some. That's just weird. Do you think he was like a bucket, like a crackhead? Like, is he out of his mind?
The only thing is, like, he must have been fucked up and like something pissed him off.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe he was just in a bad mood and he didn't like that I was having a good time. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was weird, bro. Super weird. Yeah.
Do you deal with haters often?
Nah, I really don't.
Yeah.
I really don't. I mean, like, there's people who hate here and there, but like if it's on social media, I'm probably not even gonna respond to it at all.
Yeah.
Unless I think I can come back at you with a really good chirp or something and just nail you. But nah, I don't really care about that shit. I think it's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
If I'm met with hate in person, then I'll deal with it like a man. You know, I'll be like, you can't talk shit to my face. I'm just gonna be like, yo, why are you talking that shit?
Yeah.
But nah, fortunately not. I mean, if I'll promote like I'll promote tracks on like promotion pages, you know, with a big following sometimes, and you always get people there who will like hate in the comments.
Yeah.
I don't even really read that shit, nor do I care about it. The way I see it is like it's attention at least.
Yeah.
You know, somebody's gonna read that comment, see that bro is hating on it, but then they're gonna go and listen to it to see why he was hating.
Yeah.
And that person might like it.
Yeah.
You know,
your haters are marketing team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro. So yeah, no, fortunately I don't have a lot of haters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I know I'll get more the more I start.
The more you pop off and stuff.
But no, I find that shit kind of funny. Yeah.
I feel like haters, you just gotta really appreciate haters, man.
Yeah.
I feel like they really, because like if you have haters, it means you do it because haters are low-key fans.
Exactly.
They're actually fans, like because they're
jealous fans, bro.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like,
right, man.
And the day I realized this, like I remember it was a couple of days ago. It was like it was at K-Days actually.
Oh yeah.
It's the funniest thing. And this guy comes up to me, and the guy I kind of know of, right? He comes up to me. He's like, I was wearing this jacket, right? It was a fresh jacket and shit. And then it wasn't my jacket though. I gotta be real. It wasn't my jacket because it was raining and stuff. It was the last day of K-Days, and my friend gave me the jacket, and it looked fresh on me. I can't even lie, right? Yeah. So I'm walking around with the jacket, right? And then this one guy he's like, bro, why are you wearing a jacket? It's not even that cold out. And after that, I was like, because I want to wear it. Like, you know what I mean? And then I'm just thinking like, yo, this guy knows I'm fresh, but he's hating because he knows I'm fresh. You know what I mean? So, and I laughed a little bit. I was like, yo, like, that day, that moment, it kind of you know, played off in my head. I'm like, yo, haters, they literally hate because like they see you're fresh, they see you're making, and they're like, yo, like fuck this guy, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of what it is.
If somebody's doing as good as you
Yeah.
or better, they're never gonna hate on you. You know, I mean, maybe they will for their own whack reasons, but usually it's like you're doing well, and somebody who's not doing well sees you doing well, and they don't like it. So that it's like reassurance that you're on the right path. It's like, oh, these people are hating on me. I must be doing something right. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. You gotta appreciate the haters, man.
You have to, bro. That's like that. It's a clothing brand, isn't it? It's like haters are my motivators or some shit like that.
I've heard that. I thought it was like a not like a meme, but like just something that was
maybe
going
like
around.
a hashtag or some shit. Yeah. Something. Yeah.
Yeah. How we doing for time though?
I don't even know what time you started. It is 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, see it on here. It's like 50 minutes. Okay, we'll slowly start. I'll ask a few more questions, then we'll start wrapping up.
Works for me, bro.
So we talked about upcoming projects. The 50 minutes in. Okay, let's see. So we talked about. Yeah. So what is? Yeah, I guess I could say what's the plans for like 2023 and on? Like, where do you see yourself? Yeah, how about this? Like, yeah, where do you see yourself like in the future? Like, tell us about that.
Damn, bro. 2020. Okay, I'll give you the ideal. Actually, will I give you that blueprint? I don't know. I'll say a few things. Definitely like consistency. I have an affirmation I say to myself every day, and it's consistency equals momentum. Equals success. So consistency is the first thing. So I'm gonna keep popping up, keep releasing projects very frequently. You're not gonna see me go away, you know. So that's planned for 2023 and on. Yeah, man, I would like to start doing some bigger music videos.
Okay.
I would like to keep improving the sound. Of you know, like the sonic quality. Everything just keeps improving, bro, and the ball gets bigger and bigger as it rolls, you know. Yeah, bro. Sometime in the next couple of years, I would like to be like financially independent and comfortable off this shit. I think that's like a reasonable. I mean, it could happen at any time, right?
Yeah.
Like my next song could blow up, you know, or it could take longer than a couple of years. But yeah, I think a reasonable like trajectory is in the next couple of years. I don't have to work. And I can just like do this shit, make money off shows, make money off merch, make money off features.
Yeah.
Long-term goal, bro. Long-term goal. My music is undeniably like someone. I want to be someone who's regarded as like, even if you don't like my music, you can't deny that I'm like an amazing musician. So that's kind of musically, that's the end goal. Just really, really high quality. I want to create stuff that you can't create unless you're a master of your craft.
Yeah. So like a Kanye or like a Drake.
Exactly. A Drake, a Lil Wayne, a Kanye, whatever you want to call it. And I mean, I did say it's not all about the money, but I do have financial goals. I would like.
It's life, man. You need money to live, man. Like, you know what I mean?
And I got ambitious financial goals. I would like to, by the time I'm 35 or 40, I'd like to have $200 million in the bank.
Damn. Wait, that's possible. Anything's possible.
Of course it's possible, bro. And I just decided that that's the number. It's the age I could be at where I still have so much of my life. Like I haven't. It's not like I'm rich, but I'm old as fuck and I can't do anything.
Yeah.
It's like I'm still young. I can enjoy my life. And I decided that $200 million is enough for me to like perfectly take care of all the people I love.
Yeah.
Give back to the world.
Yeah.
And also live my life the way I want without making another dollar.
Yeah.
Obviously, I would have investments, so I would keep making money without working.
Of course.
But even if I didn't make any money, that would be enough for me to like do whatever I want, whenever I want for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that 30 to 35 is like that sweet spot of like where you're old but you're young at the same time. I think past 35 is where you start being like, hey, you got old now. You got old.
You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. There's only a certain amount of years in our prime, bro. That's facts.
That's 100% facts, man. But yeah, I guess I pretty much asked all the questions, but you want to tell the people where they can find you and all that good stuff?
Yeah, man. Instagram, TikTok, Love Darwin on both of them.
Mhm.
I mean, IG's Love Darwin 100, but you put in Love Darwin, it'll come up. Link in my bio leads you to Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. I'm on every platform, so that's where you can find me. Love Darwin on all those platforms. Yeah, soon, probably like 3 weeks. I got my next single coming out.
Mm.
So yeah, people can look for that too. And then in the meantime, they can run up the album and they can run up Holiday too.
Sure. Run up Holiday.
Yeah, for real.
Bet. Well, it was nice having you on the
I appreciate
podcast.
you, bro. Yeah, you're dope. You're dope for sure.
100p, 100p. Yeah, man. We're definitely gonna do this again. Definitely gonna
Yes.
do this again. I really like the conversation we had. But yeah, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.